This week on Tumbleweed and Tocai, we get a chance to explore the amazing town of Gaziantep. We tour the Zeugma Mosaic Museum, visit the fascinating and intriguing market, and hang out at a beautiful marina. I'm Jill, and this is Terry, and together with our pulley Tocai and our van Tumbleweed, we're exploring the world. And this is Tocai in flying puppy mode.
There's a pistachio processor. Gotta put those pistachios someplace for all that baklava.
After traveling through the heart of the pistachio-producing area of Turkey, we head to the town of Gaziantep. The city of Gaziantep was hard hit in the Turkey-Syria earthquakes of 2023, but they have done an amazing job at recovery. These peppers look different and a little bit hot. So eggplant, and this I think is some sort of yogurt soup with wild garlic. Onion kebab. Oh, here comes something else. I don't know what that is, but there we go. Honey, what you gonna eat?
I don't know.
There's nothing here to eat. Nothing. Nothing. She recommended pistachio pie, so there you have it. And then we got a chance to visit the Zeugma Mosaic Museum, one of the largest museums in the world dedicated to mosaics. They all came from the ancient city of Zeugma, which was flooded when they built a dam on the Euphrates, so most of the ancient city is now submerged under the waters. This ancient city comes from Greek times and Roman times, and the name is interesting because Zeugma means bridge of boats. So at that location on the Euphrates, they used to be able to cross it on a bridge of boats. Here's Poseidon, surrounded by all the fishes. As a quilter, the designs in the borders of these floor mosaics are absolutely stunning. The geometry is intriguing and is repeated today in quilt patterns everywhere. It's interesting that people are fighting about the copyrights for a quilt pattern when they have existed since at least the Greeks. These beautiful, stunning mosaics, absolute treasures from the Greek and Roman era, were in danger of being lost forever. But at the last moment, a philanthropist donated $5 million to move these mosaics before they were submerged and lost to the world forever. There's your chance. Poop with your friends. I really think I'm going to give this my best in show. I just love the geometry. In case you think I never take a picture of the inside of the mosaic and only the geometric borders, here's a cool inside. We've got a lion with wings, a fish with a fluffy tail, another fluffy tail, and like a bull or something. And goddesses, maybe? I don't know who we have. We should find out. As a quilter, I just love the borders on these things. We have tired tourist Terry here. We've just finished up our tour of the Zeugma Mosaic Museum, and I would have to say it's worth your time. They had to move all these mosaics from the ancient city of Zeugma, which is near here, when they flooded the ancient city. But For a quilter, the geometric designs here are just amazing. And if you're an art lover, Roman myths and stories, you're gonna love all the panels that are depicted in the center of all the beautiful borders. So very cool museum, worth your time. Then we took ourselves off to the main market in Gaziantep. This market is intriguing because while there is stuff for tourists, obviously, there's also locals and also just various trades like metalsmithing still being done there. It's interesting to walk around because you hear the tap, 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 tap of the metal workers. Oh, dried tomatoes. You want some dried tomatoes? Eggplant?
Yemek dolma.
It's just too bad that you can't experience what these spice stores smell like. There is an intense, somewhat spicy aroma that is just evocative of the place. It just draws you into the kitchen, into the cuisine, into the culture. If you know what these things are, please let me know in the comments. We're very close to Aleppo and there's a lot of soaps. Given the amount of baklava Terry and I have eaten, we should probably go there just as a pilgrimage to the shrine. This market was a treasure trove of fabrics. It's just too bad the van is small and I couldn't buy anything. I'm guessing taupe or champagne is the color of the season this year. Fabric. All of this touristing worked up quite a thirst, so we decided to stop for orange and pomegranate freshly squeezed juice. It is one of the real treats of Turkey. I think this is a symbol of the Gaziantep market. The water guy. Or the tea guy. I don't know. My favorite of all the sellers has to be these spice and herb vendors. I just love the sights, the color, the smells, the insight into the kitchens and the cuisine of the area. Baklava. All that touristing just worked up an appetite, and there's nothing better for a little break than baklava and some tea. Then it was time to go to the Hamam Museum, a Turkish bath. This is the bath mother handing you a towel. And then over here, we have the bowls. And they have that raised indentation in the middle so they don't stick to the floor. And then down here, we have the all essential soaps. Lots of a soap from Aleppo here. Turkish baths have a warm area, a cool area, and a person in between who's determined to remove the outer layer of your skin. This is the cold room where they'd relax after their bath. This is the room where they would wash the baby and the mother. They had a special bath ceremony for that. 40 days postpartum. And they poured water on the baby. We were so intrigued with the mosaics that had been rescued from the ancient city of Zeugma, we thought we'd go take a look at the remains of the ancient city itself. They served a pretty mean breakfast at the cafe here. This is it, crossing the Euphrates, river I've heard about all my life. These are the cliffs along the Euphrates. Good morning. We parked beside the Euphrates River last night, which that just sort of amazes me to say. Well, where'd you park? Oh, I parked beside the Euphrates. But actually it's not a river anymore because it's been dammed, and it is a lake. Right here it's called Halfeti Lake. You can take these boats out to see the sunken cities. They say you can't see a whole lot except for a minaret poking out of the water. But it's kind of a moot point anyway, because the boat tours seem to be working just for tour groups at this time of the year. This is an interesting thing. It translates to black rose ice cream, but nobody's open to try it and nobody's around to ask what it actually is. Maybe chocolate, just made in the form of roses. Yesterday, I bought instant coffee by mistake. So I was talking to this guy this morning and I said, "Hey, could you use some instant coffee?" And he's like, "Sure." So I went back and I got it and I gave it to him. But you can't really outgift a Turkish person. So he gave me, I don't know if it was a hint or something, but he gave me cologne. He said it's special from this place. So now I have something else to play in the gift game. It's good to know Bugs Bunny likes corn. It's like the moss got half buried in the lake. And they seem to grow bergamot here. But interestingly, I haven't seen any tea with it. We're still parked up along the banks of the Euphrates, which I just think that's amazing to say. It's incredible to think that I'm parked beside the Euphrates. Oh my goodness. But that's pretty cool mentally. But another thing that's very cool is the silence. It's just pretty much silent. And that's a rare thing in these days. Tokai's enjoying the view out the door. And I have to say, not a bad view to wake up to. My park up on the Euphrates.
Today finds us again on the banks of the Euphrates River. As you can see in the background, there's a number of boats, which I have to add is only a small fraction of what's here. We're in the off season, so there hasn't been a huge amount of hustle and bustle, but I can only imagine that during the peak season in the summer, this is swarming with people.
Wow, that was the longest we've stopped on this trip. We were there for about 4 nights. Great place, quiet, good view of the harbor, nice people, but it's good to hit the road.
Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give us a like and consider subscribing down below, and join us next week as we explore more of Turkey.